Navigate your way, mastering English directional vocabulary. Hello, language learners. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to dive deep into relative directions and, most importantly, we'll tackle some common mistakes English learners often make when it comes to using these words. Let's make sure you can ask for and understand directions perfectly in English. Before we jump into common mistakes, let's do a quick recap. The basic relative directions we use in English are left, right, straight, forward, backward, up, and down. We use these terms every day, and they're essential for giving and receiving directions. One common mistake people often make is confusing left and right. Remember, left is the opposite of right, and vice versa. When you're giving directions, always consider the listener's perspective, not your own. Another mistake is misusing the terms straight, forward, and backward. When we say to go straight, it means to continue in the same direction. Forward is similar to straight, but implies an onward direction from the perspective of the person moving. Backward means to go in the opposite direction you're currently facing. Lastly, the words up and down can be confusing as they not only refer to vertical movement but can also describe a location in a street or area. For instance, up the street can mean further along the street from the point of reference. Let's talk about some tips to avoid these mistakes. First, if you're getting confused with left and right, remember the L-shape trick. If you stretch out your thumb and first finger on both hands, your left hand will form an L shape. To remember the usage of straight, forward, and backward, think about an imaginary line or path in your direction of travel. Straight means stay on that line. Forward implies movement along the line from your current position, and backward suggests moving in the reverse direction of that line. Understanding up and down can be tricky, but always try to consider the context. If it's about a street or area, up usually means further away, and down generally indicates closer or towards the center of the area. Here's a great way to practice relative directions. Use maps. Find a map of a city you like, then describe the route from one landmark to another. This will not only help you practice using relative directions, but also give you a mental picture, which can aid memory. Another resource is video games. Playing games that involve navigation can be an excellent, fun way to practice directions. These could be simple games like Minecraft, or more complex ones like The Legend of Zelda. Role-playing scenarios can be another useful resource. With a friend or classmate, take turns giving each other directions to various locations. Finally, never underestimate the power of real-life practice. Whenever you have a chance, give directions in English, even if it's just for a short distance. That's all for today's session on understanding and mastering relative directions in English. Remember, making mistakes is part of the learning journey, and with practice, you'll be a pro at giving and receiving directions in English. Stay curious, keep practicing, and we'll see you in our next video. Happy learning!